Hello everybody and welcome to Duel Links F2P Adventures, where I see how much harder it is to play on Duel Links without spending any amount of money whatsoever. Now I decided to do this series because I've been playing Duel Links for about a little more than a half a year, and I have not spent a single cent on this game because I don't like spending money on freemium games. Now I also love Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've still been able to have plenty of fun playing this game without spending money on it. And I've actually gotten pretty good at it too. So basically I'm going to try my best to hit King of Games, and making as many F2P or meta decks as I can. Obviously the meta decks I will be making without spending money, which means I might have to buy the same box over and over and over again, which could take a really long time, because even though this game is very generous with gems, it is quite difficult to get them. Anyways, without further ado, why don't we get right into it. Today I will be running an alien deck, which is probably the most F2P friendly deck there is right now. It comes with the Abyss Encounters box, which came out about a month back as of March 20th, I believe. And we're running a very basic deck when it comes to aliens right here. See, we're running 3 Alien Overlords, 3 Telepaths for back row, 3 Warriors because of good attack. We're running 2 Alien Greys because they're pretty good, I think. I personally really love running this card because it helps the momentum, it helps draw advantage and whatnot. 2 Mysterious Triangle, 1 Anti-Magic Arrow for the Ditto, because I actually really think that Anti-Magic Arrow does wonders in the Ditto, as well as other situations too. And then we got 3 Ace Cell Recombination Devices, 1 Powerful Rebirth because I don't have more than that, and 2 Brainwashing Beams. So why don't we get right into it, and I will be showing you my first replay of the first noteworthy duel I've had using this deck. Alright, so the first duel is against Alexis. This deck is a Cyber Angel deck. No surprise there. Of course it would be my first duel that I get a replay of. But rather than it screwing me over, I actually do very well against it. I lead with the Alien Warrior. And right off the bat, like every other Cyber Angel deck, or even Ritual deck, you know, that the other player is going to get a Ritual monster out on their first turn, or second turn. I guess that was the second turn, because I got to attack directly. But here we go, we are against a Saphira, Queen of the Dragons. And of course with Benton's effect, Hidaten. Well, actually, I like to call it Ben 10, you know. Yeah. I'm sure you've heard that before. But because he attacked Alien Warrior, now there's 2 counters on Saphira, which is awesome. Got rid of the Mysterious Triangle. I don't really remember if that was a big deal or not, because I recorded this duel, like, I don't know, a week ago. But, I do remember that, also, like, the tokens are a little glitchy in replays. It shows them as ice tokens, but, yeah. Oh, right, so Brainwashing Beam is what gets me the win in this game. So, I take control of Saphira, I send out Alien Telepath and get rid of the back row right there. And it's an econ, big whoop, you know? It's not really gonna do much to me. Would have been nice if it was like a Wall of Disruption that I destroyed, because I always love destroying trap cards and spell cards that they can't play. But yeah, Saphira goes for the attack, I Brainwash Beam it and take control of it, which is amazing. And this, like, he econs here to take control of Saphira back, but like it's not gonna do anything because it'll just come back to my control. I don't know if he thought that it would have gotten him control of it permanently, but it didn't. And I ended up winning because he surrendered. So the next duel is against a Jaden Yuki, and this was probably the most eventful duel I've had with this deck. And that's because this guy tried to style on me hardcore. Now he's running a 30 card deck, so off the bat you know it's going to be some sort of Unga Bunga deck where they just use all these strong cards. And for the first few turns, nothing happens. I don't get any monsters, and because he's running a Unga Bunga deck, all he has are strong monsters. As you can see here, he gets a Buster Blader, and I know where this is going already. Because his fusion deck is full, he's about to use polymerization, just like that. Now, here's what really screws me over here. Dark Paladin. He can discard a card to negate the activation of any spell card I play, and that is very rough for me. He attacks directly because I don't have a monster, and I just keep trying to A-sell him, and he keeps discarding cards and negating my effects. And I just can't do anything about it. You know, I just have to keep playing spell cards and hope that, you know, I can run his hands dry so I can eventually get an effect off, but it just doesn't work. So this trend keeps going for like quite a few turns. He's just like building up momentum like crazy. I can't do anything. I haven't even summoned like a monster yet. So luckily I have Windstorm here. Get him to defense mode so I can spare myself for another turn. Finally get a monster I can play. It's Alien Warrior. Good way to get counters on the field. Luckily, Dark Paladin is not piercing, so I am still in the game. I know there are a lot of piercing, strong fusion monsters out there, but I can Mysterious Triangle now, but it's honestly too late because you got to draw a few cards. So, you know, it really bothered me. Like, I was going off, like, while I was playing this duel. Like, I was getting so mad. I was getting so salty. Yu-Gi-Oh! Really makes me salty. When I can't do anything, I'm sure when anyone can't do anything in this game, we just get so salty. But here's where the tide changes. He plays this trap card. I've never seen this trap card before, but apparently it makes it so that when you're attacking your opponent directly, you can... Well, first of all, you banish a monster you control. And then when your opponent directs an attack at you directly, you can resummon that monster to your field as like an insurance sort of thing. But I don't worry about that right now because he took his Dark Paladin off the field. I don't know if it was a mistake or not, but I can play my spells again, which is very important. So right now, I am waiting to get an Alien Telepath, because if I destroy that trap card, that Dark Paladin is going to stay banished, and there is nothing he could do about it. And believe it or not, I have not drawn a single Alien Telepath yet, and I have 4 cards left and 3 copies of that card in my deck. So 3 of the last 4 cards in my deck right now are an Alien Telepath. So he fusion summons the Buster Blader fusion card. I don't know the name. It appeared on screen, but I didn't read it. But he gets 2 counters on it, and I'm in a very good position right now because I just drew the Telepath. I'm going to destroy that trap card, thus making his Dark Paladin useless. I'm going to brainwash his Buster Blader, take control of it, and Anti-Magic Arrow for the finish. He was honestly trying to style on me. Like, that was really intense, but I did it. So here's where I'm going to show off the power of this deck. Now this is the last replay I have recorded, so it's going to be sort of a short video. But I remember this duel being very, very easy. He has a Golden Ladybug. He's running a Romage. Yeah, a Romage. I was waiting for the confirmation, but yeah, Bergamot right off the bat. But you know what? My opening hand was absolutely perfect. I get a Telepath out, just in case his back row was something bad or whatever. I put counters on his Bergamot. Summon Overlord. I destroy the back row. I put the counter on him with Overlord. I destroy his Bergamot. Get a warrior out. Man, that was too easy. That was an OTK, and it was just incredible. The amount of power this deck has is absolutely crazy if you don't get set up right away. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'm going to be trying to upload this series as much as I can. It's going to be a sporadic thing because I'm constantly trying to think of new decks to make to try out online, and obviously that takes some time. But I will see you all in my next video. Thank you, and see you later.